Hi, I'm host Eric, and I want to do some actual explaining about stuff instead of just playing games all the time. What's the thinking behind the race thing? Why have I decided to change my race? Okay, so the point of this exercise is to draw attention to the fact that group identity is only meaningful insofar as it affords duties, privileges, rights, expectations, and other things that are particular to the group member that are exclusive to the group member that non-group members don't have access to or don't have an obligation to do. So my basic position is when we're talking about race, we're talking about a meaningless group membership name because we all agree it ought not provide any unique privileges, rights, duties, expectations, or other things, right? So if we're all in agreement on that, then we're all in agreement that race is not a real thing. Because a real group affords duties, rights, privileges, blah, 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 blah. That's what it means to be a member of a group. It has to do that to the exclusion of non-group members. Now, if you are a fellow African American and you want to establish some claims of rights, privileges that I'm now able to access that I wasn't before, or prohibitions, things I can't do that I used to be able to before I identified as African American, then I want to hear them. I want to know what those things are. Because if there really are such things, then my argument loses. Okay? If there are, and remember this is a normative argument, this is how things should be, how they ought to be. If you believe that there are rights, privileges, duties, expectations, or other stuff that I would get, that I do get now as African American, that I didn't get before when I was undefined, but mostly defined as white um, by others. I didn't really think about it a whole lot, but I guess if I did think about it, to be perfectly honest, I would have thought of myself as a white person, obviously, you know, because uh, I was raised with these same set of lies as everybody else, so I know what they mean, obviously. Um, That's what I'm asking anybody, whatever their racial identity, whatever identity they may assume onto themselves in that fashion, either tell me that my choice in race affords me something or requires of me something that is not afforded or required of somebody in the out group, or accept my argument that it's not a real distinction. Seems fair enough to me. Regardless, I continue until defeated in this point. I continue your African American host, Eric. Thank you for watching Talking with Fat People.